Today I'm replacing the wiper linkage on a 2011 328i BMW. First step, you have to remove this air duct and this whole tray here. It's just 8mm socket. You just take these 6 bolts off, and then you can remove this. And then underneath here, underneath these covers, there's another 8mm screw on both sides. So you take both those off, undo all of those, and then you can also pull this off and then unclip this, and then you can pull this harness down, and you can remove this whole cowl cover. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, now that I have that all off, I'm going to pop these little caps off for the wiper arms and remove these 2 nuts. Once I have those off, I can pull this piece of trim off, and I can remove this whole back under windshield trim piece. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, now that that's out of the way, I'm going to undo this screw, and unplug that connector. It's a little bit hard to get to this connector, but you can get in there with your hands and disconnect it. So I'm going to do that, this, and this. Alright, with that out, I can take this and I can finagle it out of here. Sometimes what you have to do is you have to take this pivot here and pop this up so that you can move these arms into a different position so you can get more clearance. So I'm going to get a screwdriver and stick it in here to release this little ball joint, and then I'm going to be able to swing that arm into a different position. So see, now I can take this and move it around so I can find the best spot for it, you know. So with that out, I'm gonna fight this out of here a little. It does clear everything. I need both hands. So alright, now with that out, take the new one, do the same thing, pop that pivot out so you can move this linkage around freely, and you can sneak it back in. You just have to play with it a little bit, and eventually it'll just fall into place. There it is. It's almost there. So that's it. I'm gonna push this on now. Make sure that little mount in the front goes into its little home. It's kind of hard to see, but if the screws line up, then it's incorrect. So do that, plug it in, push this pivot back on with a pair of channel locks, just kind of squeeze it back into position. And then what I like to do is power up the car and turn the wipers on so it lands in home position before I put the wiper arms in. Just in case something got rotated, you want to make sure it's in home position before you bolt the wiper blades on. So now I'm gonna tighten those 2 screws up, plug this in, and reassemble all this plastic, you know, underneath the windshield, and go in there and park the motor and reinstall the wiper arms. But that's about it. It's a pretty simple job. If this helps, thanks.